guys, today is the third day of Inktober. Congratulations! And today is like my third time drawing this, so I'm really like doing this according to date and trying to upload it on time. So today's theme is mask. So for that theme, I just kind of choose to be creative with it by taking two like people, which are twins, exactly, and they have the same identical mask, which is different in color only because it portrays different personalities, which I will make prominent in a bit. So I am doing a musketeer type of a mystical mask. So I hope this one looks, adjustable since it shows, questionable identity. And yeah, of course I'm using this ink, and I will be using puppets for gray shades and stuff. They're also made of ink. Why? That's why we're using fillers. So, so I've done like half of the face and drawn like a nose sharp eye. So it makes it a good look doing that. So you guys can see I am going with the hair, the face, and I've drawn the basic lines for making it prominent, the sketches I'm making, so I know where it goes, where it doesn't. So I'm gonna make a few strands of hair behind the mask since it does not give too much covering, since the mask is not always flat, so you gotta give it a, a curved look that it goes back to your ear, and our face is not flat, of course. It rounds up back to our ears, so we're gonna give that too by portraying some strands which are being visible at the end. And yeah, I will be making the shoulders and the same clothing of the twins, and because sometimes it's hard to tell the difference if the clothes is not same. So now I'm gonna make the sleeves, and full sleeves, of course, going with a sweater, a necklace, and another shirt inside. So since there won't be any color, it would be really easy for me to shade this all, and maybe that's why I love Inktober. It's really easy for you. So in the last 2 days, 2 days, I did not do too much detailing because there was a really lot of inking in it. So you gotta experiment everything. So here there's a lot of detailing in this art, and I bet you guys have would have seen the intro. I hope you like it. And yeah, make sure that you guys know my upcoming videos. I'm also gonna upload tomorrow pumpkin party. I know I haven't updated the Instagram prompt list on my Zubi art or either on my page, but I will as I get the time since I'm so much in this making this up to date. And yeah, you guys, thank you so much for the comments on my previous videos. So shout out to you both. I kinda lost names, but I'll check again. I did reply. Thank you so much, and I hope you see today's video. And yeah, do let me know what should be more ideas on it so I could try, I could experiment, and I could show you guys some cool stuff. Yeah. So now you guys can see so far so come I have done the mask of the other sibling, and the face is prominent. Now that face is showing a bit of innocence and a bit of, what do you call it? Yeah, a little, we call it sharada, but I would say in English it would be, I don't know. And that one's showing a little paleness in there. And we're going with the sofa. I've chosen to be the sofa. The chair would have given a really jail type look, and we don't want that. We want a comfortable background in this. So with the background, there's gonna be, of course, a sofa in which they're sitting. One is behind, and there's gonna be some pictures which are gonna be cracked, giving it a little theme of Inktober, because Inktober themes are the dark themes. What we're using are just inks and blacks and whites, and I'm gonna go with curtains because why not? I know there isn't any window behind, but yeah, curtains give that impact of something elegant in drawings, so I do prefer yes. And yeah, for like the Halloween theme, the horror themes, and a bit of in touch with the previous ones, we're gonna make broken pictures, and we're gonna make a little side table, giving it an impact that there's space between the sofa, that it's not directly right to the wall, and that the boy is standing, giving it a three-dimensional, you know, logic. Yeah. So now you guys can see I started out with a hole and made some lines out and made a connecting like web thing. Now with the squares, it does not give a spider-like look, because in a spider-like, when you're making a spider web, people often do this mistake. They just make curvy, instead of curvy, they make it plain. When you make that plain, it makes you seem like, oh my god, is that a broken mirror? And yeah, you just made a broken mirror. And people, when they're trying to make broken mirrors, they often make the mistake of making curves, which is not how you do it. And you don't have to make the exact same lines. You have to be skipping few and making it really, really straight. So yeah, that gives a look of a broken mirror. So yeah, do take this and try it in your own art. So it will be helpful for you if you don't get my hand movements. I'm recording this because since it helps you more when I'm talking and explaining what I'm doing mostly. So what you see is I've covered with little bluish gray the background. So gives a dark, theme that, so I could make the highlighting part of the siblings of twins more, and it will look good. Now we're gonna shade the hair with some grayish off gray color, and it's comparatively very different from the one I used on the wall. And we're gonna use the same color on the wooden side of the windows, and we're gonna take a light-ish one to do some, shading the sofa, so it gives a nice blend and gives a bit curves that, makes it look like somebody's sitting on it, not just like floating on the sofa. So when you just do that, it makes it seem more and more, creative, and more, detailed, that yeah, now they seem to be sitting instead of floating on it. So now you see we're just gonna cover the end with the same one I've done on the back of the wall. So now we're gonna just, lastly, I'm just gonna show you the curtains, and that's all what you have. So I hope you guys like this, since next video of mine is coming tomorrow. It's gonna be pumpkin party, and I will try to post it early, like in the morning or something, because most of you tell me to. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thank you, see you next time, and do subscribe. Okay, bye bye.